final part. Let's go back to the topic. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah 50 and verse verse 20. In those days and in that time, saith Yahweh, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for, and there shall be none, and the sins of Judah, and they shall not be found, for I will pardon them whom I reserve, the elect. So Yahweh is going to make sure his elect are good since their conception, right? In the womb and growing up, and as times move into our temptation, Jacob's trouble. Okay, verse 21. Go up against the land of Merathaim, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekod, waste and utterly destroy after them, saith Yahweh, and do according to all that I have commanded thee. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? So the Heavenly Father is going to take vengeance against Esau and his rulership, which is Babylon. And it's going to be an evil time, and Jake is going to be caught up in here. The elect is going to be caught up in here. Of course, when the nukes come, the elect is not going to get caught in them nukes, right? The Heavenly Father is going to see Howard Shai. Howard Shai is going to send his angels to gather his elect. Let's go to Isaiah 19. Isaiah 19 and 1. The burden of Egypt. Behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. So Yahweh Shah is going to invade the world from the east to the west, and he's going to be in his chariots, in his chariot, and the angels are going to be in their chariots, and they're going to fly around and do some damage. And these people of this society is not going to be prepared to see the righteousness and the war Yahweh Shah is going to bring. Verse 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So you're going to have Edomites on Edomites, Jakes versus Jakes, Moabites versus Elamites. It's going to be a total division. And we see the division now. There's no real unity, but amongst the hopeful elect. Now you do have these doomsday preppers and yeah, pretty much people that put it like this: people that know that society is on its way out, things are about to collapse, things are about to go topsy turvy. They're unified and together, right? Whether they're you know Israelites or heathens, they understand that this place is on its last legs. They're preparing for what? A societal collapse, like these movies, these apocalyptic movies where you see a group of people together and they're on a territory, a plot of land, or in a bunker, wherever, and they're living off the land. They're hunting, they're fishing, they're growing food, or they're in a bunker with a ton of food stocked up for a lifetime and whatever else. Like in the end of that movie, what was that movie called? Directed by Barack Obama or something dealing with Barack Obama's studio or whatever. Leave the World Behind. At the end of the movie, Leave the World Behind, what did you see? You saw, I think it was a girl or a boy. They went into a house, and in the house they had a bunker full of movies. And you see the child chilling in the bunker watching a movie. I think it was Toy Story or Incredibles or something. Then what? You had the part two, the Civil War, where you saw a little bit of the division of Babylon. They didn't show too much action in there, but you You got the vibes, right? It's a good movie. Nothing too spectacular. Let's go to and the times that are coming is gonna be way more uh cool, evil. You know, it's gonna be better, if you will, better and worse than what you see in these movies. Salvation is gonna be better, and evil is gonna be more evil. You know, Zechariah 14:1. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the house rifled, and the women ravished, and half of the city shall go forth in captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Then shall Yahweh go forth and fight against those nations, as when he fought in the day of the battle. And his feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives, which is before Jerusalem on the east, and the Mount of Olives shall cleave in the midst thereof towards the east, towards the west, and towards the west. And there shall be a very great valley, and half of the mountain shall remove toward the north, and half of it toward the south. And ye shall flee to the valley of the mountains, to the valley of the mountains shall reach unto Zal. Yeah, ye shall flee, like as ye fled from before the earthquake of the days of Uzziah king of Jehoiada. And Yahweh my power shall come, and all the saints with thee. And it shall come to pass at that day that the light shall not be clear nor dark, but it shall be one day which shall be known for Yahweh, not day nor night, but it shall come to pass at the evening time it shall be light. And it shall be in that day that the living water shall go out from Jerusalem, half of them toward the former sea, and half of them toward the hinder sea. In the summer and the winter shall it be. So Yahweh is going to save his people. Yeah, he messed us up, right? He put us on a shirt, if you will. But guess what? He's gonna redeem us and put our enemies, these nations, on a shirt. So the evil, the perilous times is not gonna utterly destroy the Israelites, man. Because Yahweh is gonna fight for his people. Because he's the one that raised up these heathens towards us. Let's get this right here. Amos 9:8. Behold, the eyes of Yahweh are upon a sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh. So this is what we're about to be in. Um, the destruction of Babylon the Great. Okay, and the world is gonna go through evil and chaos and destruction as well. Not on the level of Babylon the Great. All right, this place is gonna be rained down with 200 million nukes, the ICBMs and Poseidon, all the other different ones. You got Poseidon nukes and the nuclear submarines of Russia. Then you got um, pretty sure they got nukes that come off of war battleships. Then you got the traditional ICBMs. You got the hypersonic ICBMs. See, there's a whole arsenal, man, that the Heavenly Father then created to mess this place up. Let's go to Revelation 16. Actually, no. Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her with flesh, and burn her with fire. So this place is gonna, before the nukes come, this place is gonna be stripped. What is a strip down? A siege. This place is gonna have what? A food shortage, dirty water. You're gonna have the fresh water turn salt, seawater. Because like the Great Lakes, Mississippi River, and whatever else. Those don't have salt in it, right? You can drink that water. Of course, if it's not dirty, you won't die or anything like that. But if you drink seawater, has so much salt and whatever else in it, it'll dehydrate you. It's not gonna. It's gonna have the opposite effect. You can't get nourishment from seawater. You're gonna have seawater. You're gonna have dirty water. You're gonna have famine. You're gonna have all these other countries uh, isolating themselves from Babylon, and then ultimately they're gonna nuke this place. This is a done deal for Babylon the Great, and we're prepared to get the hell out of here, man. And with that, shalom.